Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68 coming to you once again with another video based upon an independent comic book that I've had the pleasure of reading, and I just want to share with you in this video, Lady Mechanica. But before we get into this video, I want to say this video is intended for mature audiences only. That is also indicated in the description box. Again, this is intended for mature audiences only. Okay? And I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking on this channel, for commenting. Please continue to do so. Tap the bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. So this is actually going to be like an artwork from the pages. I'm just going to briefly narrate. Oh my goodness, I'm getting twisted with words here. So I'm going to narrate this video and flip through a couple of the pages of this book. I picked this up about 2 months ago. This is during the Halloween Comic Fest, as it says up here at the top of the book, Halloween Comic Fest. And that was right around Halloween, October the 28th, I believe, or 27th. This book is written by artist Joe Benitez, La Dama de la Muerte, or the Lady or the Dame of the Dead. So we're going to open this up and just take a look at some of the pages here. It's a creepy book. My first time hearing about it was back in October. It says here, created by Joe Benitez, pencils by Joe Benitez, story by Joe Benitez, and Martin Montiel, and letters by Michael Heisler, colors by Peter Steigerwald and Beth Sotelo. This is a part 1 of a 3-part series, Los Inocentes, or the Innocents, and you can see the main character here, who is nicknamed Nika, at least by one of the characters in the story. It takes place in what looks like a time period post-American Spanish War, and they're wearing a lot of clothes that look to be very what do I want to say here, during the England era, or clothes that look very English-like, I should say. Okay, but also beholding a lot of Spanish design in their clothes and customs. It deals with a lot of Spanish folklore when it comes to mythology and ghost stories and things like that. Let's shed a little bit more light on here. There we go. Ghost stories and folklore, as it deals with the paranormal, as it deals with ghosts and things of that nature. The main character, which is a woman, she actually is part of an experiment where she had her limbs removed and replaced by mechanical parts. But she also is possessed by, I think, a demon spirit. So it's kind of like Frankenstein meets The Walking Dead meets Red Sonja. It's pretty much what I take of the character. But look at the artwork here. The detail in the artwork. Very, very dark images, and the paintings that were, or I guess you could call it paintings, digital paintwork that was done in these panels. Very beautiful to behold. Although they're scary images. That right there almost looks like the Ghost Rider. And again, the main character is on a plight, basically, of finding herself and who she is, what happened to her. And there she is right here, Lady Mechanica. La Dama de la Muerte, Los Inocentes, a dark tale from the lady's haunted past. And beautiful woman. I like the way they've drawn her. She's Mexican. Most of the characters in here, or all of the characters in here, are of Mexican descent. And again, this looks like this is during the post-Mexican Spanish War. and she goes from city to city, basically trying to find out, trying to find out who she is and find out about her past. Okay. And here's the city that she visits here. You got the cute little girl right here who is inquiring who she is, what she's doing there, and asking her a bunch of questions as kids do. But again, look at the artwork there. It's just very detailed. It's very emotionally driven. But again, also some creepy images here of the character. I can't say it's a book that I will necessarily follow continuously, but it did spur some curiosity in me. I've had it for about 2 months now, and I've just now had the chance to read it. And again, it deals with a lot of Mexican folklore and tales that are probably common within the Mexican or Spanish culture. And some of the pages looks like they're drawn in wreaths covered with skulls, which kind of depicts the mood of the book. Again, it deals with the occult. It deals with demon spirits, like I hinted to or mentioned. So this is definitely not a book for children at all, comic book for children. And as I stated before about my channel, is deemed for mature audiences only anyway. Here it gets a little bit more into the stories themselves, and I think there are four trade paperbacks of this book, and the 5th one comes out this month. Lady Mechanika faces La Madrina de la Muerte, the epic conclusion to the Sangre storyline, featuring a main story drawn by guest artist Brian Shing, who's worked on Supergirl and Star Wars, and a prologue by Joe Benitez and Martin Montiel. And it says here, yes, catch up with issues 1 through 4 available now. And that's a creepy page right there. I think I skipped a couple of pages. You know, and they're basically dealing with death. They're dealing with the dead, celebrating the dead, in a very, very creepy way. Let's see here. And here is one of the dead who's come back to life in one of their rituals that they were celebrating in this particular story. And it says here the story continues in Lady Mechanika. I'm not sure what number or issue this is, but it also shows here all the 4 volumes. Here's volume 1, here's volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, and volume 5. And here's one of the lead books to volume 1, or one of the next stories in volume 1, and I do have this book as well. I'll show you it in a moment. And here she is. She almost reminds me of famous actress Jamie from what was the name of that movie, Somewhere in Time. She reminds me of that particular actress, and I'm sorry, her name escapes me right now, but that's who she looks like. That is a beautiful, beautiful rendering or drawing right now of this particular character, and that's when she looks when she's not in creepy form. All right, so that's it. That's all, y'all. I just wanted to share this book with you, really quick, for those who may be interested in the storyline. Like I said, I can't say for sure that I'm actually going to follow it, but I enjoyed the first book that I read, and I'm going to read this one next. So, again, today is December the 8th. We're supposed to be getting a premiere of the Wonder Woman trailer shortly, so I'm standing by on that. So I hope everyone has a great day, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time and place it is in the world for you. Enjoy your weekend. Peace, love, and hair grease.